Hello! I'm sorry I didn't post on Tuesday. I miss you. I'm glad to be back though. I'm sorry, I'm fighting an eye infection and I had some family over the last few days, so I didn't really have a studio that I could really film in. So I said, screw the eyesore, and I have my space back, so I'm filming today. And I hope it's gonna fuel that fire under your butt to build wealth for the future, because I'm gonna be talking about how you can become a millionaire tax-free using a tax-free savings account. So this is going to be part one of a few videos over the next week or two. We're going to start talking about investing, finally. I think we're ready for that. We've talked about debt, savings, all those other kind of cash flow things. So now investing, I think, is the next step. Okay, so for today, I want to talk about how you can be a millionaire and get there tax-free, essentially, which sounds crazy and illegal, but it's totally legal, and it's all thanks, essentially, to the Canadian government. So we're going to talk about tax-free savings accounts today and the value that they can bring to building your financial future. So let's dive in. Alright, so I'm going to go over just a little bit about what a TFSA is, a tax-free savings account, and also how it works and how you can pretty much be a millionaire if you start soon and invest. I have this fantastic calculator set up from the Globe and Mail, and it's basically what I'm talking about today, to build your own $1 million tax-free savings account. So a tax-free savings account is essentially a type of savings account where the government does not tax you. You can get it through a bank, you can get it through an investment broker. There's all different ways you can get a tax-free savings account. It just depends specifically where you want to get yours. So the way it works is that there's a maximum contribution limit every year, so you can contribute that much per year, and after that, don't. But what you earn from whatever you save in that year in that account, you essentially are not taxed on, so you can get tax-free income. So if you go on your CRA website, which or your CRA account, which I definitely recommend, you can go to this part here, which is the RRSP and tax-free savings account little tab there, and click tax-free savings account, then click contribution room. So if you're my age, you're 24 or older, and you haven't contributed anything to your tax-free savings, it compiles every year. So you may have a lot more actually that you can contribute for the next couple years, or maybe this year if you're making a lot of money, and then you will be capped at the limit for each subsequent year. So there's a little bit of information on this page here. And then you'll see, okay, so for January 1st, you'll see right here that my total was $42,973.03. So that's the amount that I can contribute as of January 1st this year, and whatever I do with that is tax-free. So what can we do with that is the next question. Let's go back to this wonderful calculator here. So let's say I'm not going to invest anything, and I'm going to do that until I'm 65, which is the retirement age, right? So let's put this at 40, and just to put my money under my mattress. So I'll save $399,500, and that's it. Nothing happens. But if I put all that into this tax-free savings, then I'll have $511,000. So that's all right. I mean, that's an extra $111,000 that I wouldn't have had in the first place. But that's tip of the iceberg at this point. So let's say I do want to start investing in stocks and bonds and all that kind of fun stuff, and I'm okay at it. I'm not great, but I'm okay. And let's say I get an average return of 5.5%. So let's have a look at what that comes up to. Boom, done. That's crazy, right? Just like that, I have $1.18 million, which is tax-free. So the way that works is I've contributed this $399,500, and then because of the returns on my investments, that means I've made $788,249, and that is completely tax-free. Perfect. And so how does that break down? So my first year, you'll see I would make $302.50, and then that goes up the next year to $621, then the next year, and it accumulates, and And this is all part of compound interest, which was the first video I made. And then you'll see here that from 2056 to 2057, so my 64th to my 65th year, or I guess during my 65th year, I'd make $61,920. That's like substantially more than I make right now, and this isn't even money that I had to work for. It's just the money that I've invested or employed, essentially. I've made my money earn more money for me, and I make $61,000, and that's not even including what I would potentially be working for if I'm still working at that point. And that's crazy. And if you think about this as well, 5,500, at least at this point, that increases with inflation over the years, which you can see in the second column here. But $5,500 is not that much. I'm not really sure what I make. I haven't finished my taxes yet, but I can save $5,500 in a year and hopefully get these kinds of returns. So that's great. But so let's have a look at what happens if I become a pretty good investor and I can match the market, which I believe the Toronto Stock Exchange is about 9% return. So if we put this at 9%, holy crap, I'm at $2.75 million. That's crazy. And that's, like I said, that's not even all the money that I potentially could save or invest. And these are good returns, I would say. If you're getting 9%, then you're doing pretty solid. But let's say I become like a really good investor and I start making 12%. So we look at that and then boom, $6 million. It's just crazy how this works. Now granted, trying to get 12% back is very difficult and you're gonna have a challenge with that. So with your tax-free savings account, what can you do with it? Like I said, you could put it in this, like a bank like I have it with, or you can have it in somewhere like Wealthsimple here, which will manage a lot of this stuff for you. I'll get into this kind of stuff in the future. And then there's somewhere like Qtrade or another one, I don't have it pulled up, but there's Questrade as well. And those are like investment brokers online. So those are the ways that you can maximize your tax-free savings and be a millionaire when you're older. And I guess if you have any questions about this, or if you're excited about this and you think this is possible, then send me a message. Let me know what you think. And I just want you to realize that the sooner you start, the better it can be for you, because the longer you have to let your money sit and cook and work for you, the more you're going to end up making by the time you want to retire, or you're old, or you just want to stop working. So with that, I guess I'll leave you, and I'll see you next Tuesday and Thursday for sure with some more videos about investing and a lot more of the nitty-gritty that I'm sure you're hoping to find out. See ya!